In this video, I will show you how to solve systems of linear equations using substitution. Substitution is usually the easier method when you have one of the variables by itself. Like we have here, when you look at the second equation, you see we just have y equals. So what I'm going to do here is that the variable that's by itself, which is -8, so y equals -8, I am going to plug it into the first equation where I see y. Now I'll copy down the first equation, -2x minus parentheses. And inside the parentheses, I am going to copy down what y is equal to, which is -8. So the red is what we have changed, equal -4. Okay, now we need to distribute. Negative times a negative is going to be a positive, so we have a positive 8. Bring everything else down, -2x plus 8 equal -4. And now, to get x by itself, we need to first move the 8 to the other side, becomes -8. Then we have -2x equal to -12. Then divide both sides by -2, so we can get the x by itself. We have x equal to positive 6. And so our solution is going to be x is 6 and y is going to be -8. X, y. For this equation, what we have is y equal. So because we have y by itself, is equal to -7x plus 6. So I'm going to take this -7x plus 6 and put that into the second equation where I see y. So go ahead and copy the second equation, everything except for the y part. So 3x minus 2, and I'm going to leave a parenthesis for the y, equal -12. And what we put inside the parentheses is this part in red, -7x plus 6. So go ahead to distribute. -2 times -7 is positive 14x. -2 times positive 6 is going to be -12. Now copy down everything else. 3x equal -12. And now I will combine like terms. So on the left side, I can combine the 3x plus the 14x, which is going to be a 17x minus 12 equal to -12. And then we solve. This -12 moves over here, becomes a plus 12. So we have 17x equal -12 plus 12 is going to be 0. Divide by 17. Divide by positive 17, Divide by positive 17 on both sides. 0 divided by 17 is going to be 0. So we have x is equal to 0. But we are not finished yet. We need to go back and find out the value of y. So I am going to put 0 into the first equation. I could have done that in the second equation, but the first equation already has y by itself. So putting that into the first equation, I'm going to copy down the first equation, which is going to be y equal -7 times x, and for x, I'm going to plug in the 0 that I got from here. So that goes in here, plus 6. So -7 times 0 is just going to be 0, plus 6 is just going to be 6. So our answer, the x coordinate is going to be 0. The y coordinate is going to be 6. For this example, instead of having y equal, we have x equal. So I am going to take this part, because x is by itself, so -3y minus 2, and I am going to plug in where I see x in the other equation. So copying down the second equation, I have 3 parentheses where I used to have x. For x, I'm going to put in what x is equal to, which is going to be -3y minus 2. Then plus 3y equal to 0. So distributing, 3 times -3 is going to be -9y. 3 times -2 is going to be -6. bringing down the positive 3y equal to 0. And then combining like terms, so this negative 9y and the 3y are like terms, so negative 9 plus 3 is going to be negative 6y minus 6 equal to 0. Moving the minus 6 to the other side becomes a plus 6. So we have negative 6y equal to 6. And then dividing both sides by negative 6 so we can get y by itself. We get y equal negative 1. And so now because we know that y is equal to negative 1, we need to substitute that back in to find the value of x. So I'm going to use the first equation because the first equation already has x by itself. So the first equation has x equal negative 3y, but in place of y I'm going to put a negative 1 minus 2. So negative 3 times negative 1 is going to be positive 3 minus 2 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is going to be equal to 1. So our solution, the x-coordinate is 1. The y-coordinate is going to be negative 1.